Hey folks, and welcome to Subjective Thoughts. And our comic for today is Alien issue number 1 by Marvel. Now there is killing, murder, blood, obviously aliens, corporate greed, experiments, betrayal, I don't know, a shrink, and face huggers as well in this one. So if you are in any way, and a resistance group, but kind of. So if you are in any way squeamish, you have been warned. Also, spoilers. Alright, now since this is not my comic, I borrowed it, I'm gonna leave the names on the screen in a photo. So right about now you should be seeing everyone who worked on this. I don't think I recognized anyone there. You'll have to excuse me, I still have my cold. Yes, so that's it. I showed you all the people. I do know that this is a variant by Peach Momoko. That I can tell you right now. And yeah, that's it. Right? Yeah, I showed you the names. Alright, let's get to the story. So I heard that Marvel are gonna take Alien and make comics. I've never read an Alien comic before. Now I did see the first and second movie, and that's it. I didn't see any other movies. I know there's more. I found the first movie quite boring. I remember. I liked the second one more, and that's about it. Can't say I was ever obsessed or crazy about Alien, but it was interesting enough. Let's put it like that. Now, when this came out, I did see that it would have a gazillion variants. Other than that, I didn't know anything about it, and I wasn't that interested. But suddenly, you know what I thought? I kind of want to see what they would do with Alien, with the Xenomorph. And so I borrowed this from my friend to read. And now, I did, however, once was offered an Alien Xenomorph comic in Kamikaze. It was a trade. I'm actually gonna try to get that one. Kind of was, I flipped through it, but I didn't read it. I kind of want to. All right. Anyway, so our story starts with a therapy session or psychology, therapy session with a bishop, which was the synthetic life form, right? The android guy, right? Is he called a synthetic life? Synthetic? I don't remember, but yeah, bishop, one bishop. I mean, and he's sitting with Captain Gabriel Cruz, and Gabriel's telling him about a dream that he's continues to have, where it's very, very dark. He wakes up in one of those, sleeping chambers that they would put them in the movies. And on the chamber, it's written in, I think, blood, Alien Inside. And then he goes to a dream where he sees a lot of xenomorphs and some face huggers. And the queen, or a woman, like a humanoid xenomorph queen, which I'm telling you, I think my theory that they're trying to sexualize all the monsters is correct. Because okay, right now I'm going to show you a close up of her. I'll show you some art later on, but right now I'm going to show you a close up. Look at her. Look at her right now. Look at her and tell me that is not something that you might potentially want to fuck. It's okay, this is going to be age restricted. But seriously, look at her. Tell me that is not more meant to something you'd actually want to fuck. I mean, come on, look at her. I'm like thinking, fucking hell, did they do that to the Xenomorph Queen? Before she used to look like her kind, now she just looks humanoid. To be fair, I don't know, maybe that's not her, I mean, it's a dream. So maybe it's something else, it symbolizes something else for him. But still, I was like, fucking hell, they couldn't even leave the Xenomorph Queen alone. I'm telling you, they're gonna have covers with her. If that's how she's looking now. Right, sorry. Rant over about that. Yes, that's the Xenomorph, at least who I think is the Xenomorph Queen. Let's say that she has some significance, though Gabriel's not sure what. Anyway, they talk about it, and that's it. Bishop tells him, because Gabriel is retiring from the spaceship that he's on, the shuttle that he's on. It used to be but it was in the defense there, and it was on the defense teams like those we saw in the movie. And now he's retiring. So Bishop tells him, you could find a unit like myself down on Earth, because he's going back to Earth, and we can continue these these conversations. Fucking hell. I think a facehugger's gonna burst out of me soon. Anyway, Gabriel goes to his retirement party, telling Bishop we probably won't see each other again. Which is then he tells him, you can find me on Earth. He goes to his retirement party. A friend of his and someone who worked with him for many years makes a speech. Then Gabriel says some words. They tell him, how without you the station wouldn't have even existed. And all that, and then Gabriel goes home. Then we go down to Earth, where he's happy now. He's gonna reunite with his son. It's been many years since he's seen him, or a long time anyway, and he's happy about that. So outside his house, we're with his son. Or wait, was that? Yeah, in this comic, he has these flashbacks to when he and his first crew were attacked by the Xenomorphs. But no, wait, that happens later. Anyway, we go down to Earth. He meets his son. We go down. We're in front of his house. His son is in the car with his, I'm pretty sure, girlfriend. His son is in the resistance of some kind that's against the corporation that he works for. Their name in the movie. I don't remember. It doesn't matter for this one. But yeah, their name in the movie, corporate greed, usual shit. I can see where they're coming from. That corporation is fucked in the head for their desire for money. But we humans never learn. Do we? But anyway, she's in the police or an ambulance is coming. Maybe they know I have a Xenomorph. Well. Alright. Anyway, let's continue. They're already passing. Alright, they passed through. So yeah, she's talking to him. She's telling me you gotta get this. I guess this kind of little small-sized disc that contains a lot of information. That's why they want him to go. She's like, babe, it's so important for our organization and all that. You need to go. Just go get it. Okay, now I don't like his girlfriend. From the first page, I already wanted to slap her. I know it's a bit harsh. But really, anyway, we'll get to it later. He goes inside the house, they hug, and everything's alright. They have some talks, have you been, son? What do you do for work now? His son works in security, all that. He asks him about chess, and then we find out, I think his brother... Okay, so Gabriel's family, they used to live on this, up in space in that settlement. Let's call it settlement. And something happened to his other son, Lucas. I don't know if he was older. His son's name is Danny. I don't know if Lucas was older than Danny or younger, but something happened. I think he probably died, most likely. And that tore the family apart, because Gabriel still stayed to do missions. and Danny and the mom, they went back down. I'm guessing the mom might also be dead or just not with them anymore. Anyway, she's not here. I'm gonna assume she might be dead. Anyway, Danny asks where the bathroom is, to go and execute his plan, because the disc that he wants is in his dad's nightstand. By the way, his dad has a really nice house, like really nice, very big. Nothing to do with anything, but anyway. Now, while Gabriel's waiting, he's looking at a photo he has on the wall of him and his teammates having all these memories, of how it happened. We see him trapped in some xenomorph goo, maybe. Some other poor bastard next to him. Another bastard hanging above him, covered in face huggers. Ugh, nasty stuff. Then, I guess he snaps out of it. He goes to look for Danny. Danny's already, not in the bathroom. Danny covers it up and says, I just looked at an old family photo. And he says, well, look, Dad, I'm going to go. A fight starts. He's like, he tells him, well, Dad, I got an early shift. I'm going to have to go. And he's like, you're already leaving? You won't even sit and have a beer with your dad? And yeah, it turns into a fight. And he tells him, just turn off the porch lights when you go. Which is, yeah, I just gotta say here, Danny's an asshole. I get it, his dad wasn't around, and we don't know what the dad, really is yet. But he's really shit at his job, too. Like, mate, you're supposed to go in there, steal that thing, but also not look suspicious. What you should have done was spend a few hours with your dad, pretend things are more or less okay, don't overdo it, yeah? And then left. Just went to the bathroom, got in. Yeah, Dad, let's go back to the beer. Eat a burger with him and then go home. Like, this isn't going to arouse suspicion. When he notices that thing's missing or something, he's going to think, man, how could it have gone? What have happened? Oh, wait. My child has come over to my house. Hasn't been there long, and he did go to the bathroom. Maybe he was in my room, and that's why he left in a hurry. I'm just saying, idiot. Okay, Danny goes out, and his girlfriend's also an idiot. Like, she's sitting there. At least move the car down the road. And I don't know how cameras work. By the way, I forgot to mention the year is 2200, but still. Like, you don't know. What if there are cameras around? I'm saying these guys make a shit organization or resistance or whatever they are. And they deserve what happens to them later. Anyway, we move on. Now this happens in January. No, wait. The beginning happens in January. When he's down on Earth and meets Danny, it's February. Now what happened next happens in March, which what I don't get is, why did Danny hurry to leave as well? Like, it's not like he was going to do this mission an hour later. They still prepared for a whole month, I think. So, like, why not make it less suspicious? I'm just saying. But then again, I'm not a writer. Anyway, we move on to a month later. Some more memories. Gabriel meets a different bishop in the area where he now lives, tells him more about the dreams. Then we find out that the reason why Gabriel retired, which isn't really a retirement, is because he's dying. He has some disease they don't specify. They don't even call it, they don't specify it. But anyway, he's dying. He doesn't know how long he has. Bishop asks him, why didn't you tell Danny? Maybe then it could have worked better if you told him, you're dying, and told him the real reason you left. And all things like that, which I agree. I think it would have probably helped their relationship. But that's it. It doesn't... I think Gabrielle's kind of looking, skeptical about it. Then we move on back to the spacecraft where they were. We got two guards, a lady and a gentleman. The gentleman has his cat with him, a really cute black cat as well. Adorable. I mean, it's a callback to the ginger cat. Anyway, they're talking among themselves. She's telling him the first thing she wants to do when she goes back to Earth is go to the supermarket. He says, go back. He's like, I didn't tell you. My contract ends in a few weeks. They keep talking some more, then suddenly what identifies as a drone has attached itself to the ship. So now the lady is suspicious about it. She's like, nah, something's not right. So she goes out to investigate, busting her bodyguard's balls. As he says, it's just a drone. Now she opens the door and she gets not a shotgun, I think it was, to the face. By the way, I gotta say, I thought there would be more advanced guns at that time. Now her face is completely shot off, and then they shoot the other guy as well. He hasn't even moved. Yeah, he's just turned around. No, he didn't even turn around, because he's sitting with his cat. He's like about to turn around. He's not even doing anything, and he gets shot too. I think the cat lives. I hope the cat lives. And guess who it is? It's the Bish blonde girlfriend. Man, Daddy can pick them. Man, Dad hasn't been around, and Daddy's really let himself go with the crazy ones, didn't he? I'm just saying, Daddy, my boy, if you survive this, look for less crazy girlfriends, yeah? I'm just saying. I wouldn't be surprised if you dated her longer and found yourself with a bullet hole in the head in the morning because you forgot to pick her favorite flavor of ice cream. And look, I get it. Now, Daddy even says we brought restraints. I think her name was Iris. Yeah, Iris. And the other guys there with them are shocked too. Like, dude, the guards didn't even do anything yet. They could have restrained them. I'm telling you, that bitch has a lust for blood. I'm telling you. I wouldn't be surprised. Might as well keep her with the xenomorphs. I'm just saying, that's like a big much. But I also have to say, if Danny's, not only doing this because he hates this organization that's in the story, whose name's so complicated I can't remember, and he's also doing it for pussy, he deserves what's about to happen to him as well. Anyway, these, fighting the government, not the government, in this case, the corporation idiots. Well, I guess they pretty quickly recover from killing two guards. I guess they don't care. They take they take the watch from one of the guards, and then they start going. Their plan is to explode some weapons lab in there. That's what they're going to do. They're going to put on explosives and then leave. Which makes you wonder how strong are the explosives. Basically, they're going to kill more innocent people. Now, I get it, probably not everyone on that ship is innocent, but come on. How are you guys any better? Just going to explode everything and cause death. Dickheads. They go in, but the lab they go into is not what they thought it was. It's a biolab. And, oh boy, it's full of xenomorphs in different stages of development. It's amazing. Both this company and these dickheads are morons. A lot of xenomorphs. Oh boy. And facehuggers, I think, too, were there. Ugh. Not a sight you wanna wake up to. You know what I'm saying? Oh, excuse me. Well, they start to plan the explosives, wondering what the hell are these things. And then there's the door marked Alpha they can't get into, which they find weird because the watches they have on are supposed to allow them to enter any door. I guess it never occurred to them that maybe not, and maybe not all the personnel know everything. Anyway, suddenly they encountered another doctor, a ginger doctor lady, and a dude. I guess they're both scientists in there. The dude says, "Wait, don't kill us. We'll help you." And then the lady tells him, "Shh." Forgot his name. Oh, then they tell him, no, then the blonde bitch says, "Cool, thanks, open the door for us." And then the ginger lady says, "We can't. You don't know what you're getting yourselves into." "Oh, lady, believe me, they have no idea." Anyway, the blonde bitch threatens her. She threatens she'll shoot her. But then the ginger scientist lady suddenly says some kind of code to the system. Now, what she's doing, she's locking them in there. Which makes sense. I mean, you don't want all those xenomorphs escaping, do you now? But, of course, blonde bitch kills her and kills the scientist guy. And then all hell breaks loose. All hell. Literally all hell. When all the xenomorphs starts to escape, all the face huggers, I think it's really the face huggers, all around chaos and mayhem. They're yelling, go for the door, secure an exit, but it's too late. They all get face hugger. I really hope the blonde bitch got a face hugger. I really do. Then, yeah, chaos, mayhem. And then, like in the last panels, we see Danny. And he's turning around, the face hugger's about to get him. And he's holding his gun. And then we have, for the end, the parting things that, not party, but the same things that Gabriel says in the beginning. When he describes his dream, he says, I see this darkness. It's just, and it's not just the regular darkness, but it's, the kind of darkness, how he says it, it's not even a color. That once it seeps in, it drains you, it devours you. It goes into your eye sockets till it bursts them. And that's it. That's how the comic ends. And I think somewhere a little before that, there's a moment where he has some more memories, and that's it. Alright, and now let's get to the art. I should have gotten to it before. Okay. Let's get to the art. So then I'll show you, here's the first page. As you can see, it's him waking up and starting to see the darkness. And then waking up in that special sleeping chamber. That's one. It looks very cool, I must say. It looks very cool. And now we'll move on to the other two pages I can show you. Now, this is a very new one, so I can't show you more than this. As you can see, it's that all those xenomorphs, the orgy of xenomorphs. And then you see the queen. You see that? She's all human looking. And yeah, she got some face huggers and, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, Gabriel feels like she sees him. Like, she's like this queen. But she knows him and she's looking for him. So that is somewhat interesting, what's going on there. That's it. Now, I gotta say, after those 2 pages, I wasn't too crazy about the art. I don't know, it's just got this style that I didn't particularly like. I just found it a bit ugly. I mean, in some places it looked really good, and others it was really ugh. But that's just me. Other than that, the art is very well done. I didn't really like the style of it too much. So yeah, that was Alien. Turned out to be more interesting than I thought it did. I was kind of not too keen when we got to the sun part. I was like, ugh. Are they going to just stuff us with family stories instead of actual xenomorphs? But it's okay. Very quickly we got to the killing. So that's good. Story itself seems pretty interesting. And the more interesting part, to be fair, is Gabriel, what happened to him, and what is he going to do. What is this, well, what he's sick in, what is this, Xenomorph Queen want from him. Is that how she actually looks like? Or maybe he remembers a different woman and just sees her as Xenomorph. I don't know. But yeah, so that's it. Overall, it was pretty interesting. I'll see if I'll continue it, though. As interesting as it was, I'll see. I might buy a trade if one comes out for this. Or I might buy the second issue. I'll think about it. And I did find it interesting, but not in a, I wasn't blown out of my seat. I didn't fall out of my chair in amazement. But overall, it was an interesting story. Now, if you like the Alien franchise or Xenomorphs, I think you'll enjoy this. It has a lot of, mentions to a lot of the stuff. The Nostromo ship as well, right? Is that the Nostromo ship? But yeah, it's got a lot of the stuff. If you loved Alien, you'll like this. Or, if you like space stories and futuristic ones, you might like this one as well. Alright, folks, so that is it. Let me know what you thought of this one. Did you read it? What do you think of the Xenomorphs in general? And, yeah, that is it. Bye. Alright, till next time. Now remember, collect what you're passionate about and share it on YouTube. And if you don't see me in another video, that face hugger came out. Bye!